See where else we are likely to find people checking in and seeing what's going on. It's a big day in northern KwaZulu-Natal. 14 political parties are pulling all the stops to win the hearts of voters as the by-elections are being held today in the Nquthu Municipality, KwaZulu-Natal. 17 wards are being contested following the dissolution of the local council by the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs after last year's municipal elections. To find out more about why these by-elections are important, let's cross live to our reporter, Ayanda Mhlongo. Ayanda, when we last crossed to you, it seemed all systems go. There was confirmation that all of the polling stations were open. So the big thing there, it seems that there's this battle between the ANC and the IFP. But what about those smaller parties?
Leanne, once again, good morning to you. Quickly, just outside one of the voting stations. We're now at the entrance of one of the voting stations here, and people are continuing to trickle in, rather happy and excited that finally that day has arrived, the day that they have long waited for, where they'll be able to cast their ballots and hopefully elect a party that will then continue to run the Nquthu Municipality. But just as you're speaking about the smaller parties, Leanne, just a minute ago, in fact, we were just chatting with one of the other small parties that are also contesting, the members of the BLF there. We've concentrated mostly, of course, on the main parties, but as you say, there are 14 political parties that are going to be contesting. Most of them are going to be contesting all 17 wards here in the Nquthu Municipality, and most of them are saying that they've been happy with their campaigning so far. Obviously, others are saying that resources have been a bit of a challenge, but nevertheless, they've tried to do as much as they can, and they're saying that with the work that they have done, the interactions, mostly keeping it mostly to your door-to-door visits and not necessarily the bigger rallies that we've seen being organized by the bigger political parties, but they're saying that they are hopeful that they are going to make some inroads into the area of Nquthu. And others really are optimistic, speaking as many as 4 or 5 seats that they're saying that they hope they will get today, hopefully when those results are counted later on this evening. But Leanne, of course, as you said earlier on, we spoke to the IEC, Mr. Nquthu Municipality, speaking about it all being systems go in terms of the IEC, and then it goes speaking about the importance of political parties to work with the IEC to ensure that it is a peaceful election. And talking about peace, the police are also going to play a very important role. Security, the area, because it's been a very intense campaign over the past months. There has been some issues, although not many clashes or major incidents that have taken place. Political parties, in fact, have commended the supporters. But there was an incident or issue where 5 IFP local leaders were arrested for an alleged plot against the ANC members, and that case in fact goes back to court on the 31st of May. As we understand it, every single voting station, will have police officers that are deployed there. But to speak to us more about security and the plans for today, I'm joined by Mr. Nquthu. He is the head of the police secretariat in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Nquthu, good morning and thank you very much for your time. Just outside here in this voting station, we've seen the police. They are here stationed. We also saw members of the public order police. They've also been patrolling. Just take us through 116 voting stations. Take us through in terms of the security arrangements.
Good mornings to you, Njomane, and the whole viewers. I can confirm to you that people are excited in Nquthu Municipality. The deployment in terms of security covers all the wards. Remember, we are having 17 wards in this municipality and also 116 voting districts. And all of these voting districts are having the deployment of the police. The standards are saying it should be 2 police per voting districts, and indeed they are there. And also there are patrols that are made continuously since the opening of the voting district. So police are deployed. I can confirm to you that on the side of security there is proper coverage. There are no problems. And people are excited. They are walking freely on the roads. seeing different political parties working different regalia. They are free, they are going there to cast their votes in numbers. We can just encourage our people to use this opportunity mostly during the course of the day. Because remember, we are in winter and therefore the day is a bit short. And we are encouraging our people, mostly the youth. People must go out there during the course of the day to cast their votes so that we don't encounter problems. Otherwise, from the side of security, I can confirm to you that we are covered. We had a meeting here on the 25th of April by the political parties. We need to appreciate the structure, the multi-political party intervention committee from the province led by our MEC, Babu Kaunda. There was a meeting on the 25th of April. And since then, there are only 13 or 14 cases that are reported, and some of them we've spoken about them. And I can confirm to you that from that date up to the prayer meeting on the 18th of May, the report remained the same. In other words, there was no case that was opened after that engagement on the 25th of April. Therefore, this suggests that the commitment from political parties, the commitment from the people of Nquthu, because all of them are saying we want one political party to win with a majority, so that we accept that that political party has won. And from the side of security, that's what we appreciate, the commitment from all political parties, and also the role that has been played by Amakos in the area. They've played a very pivotal role, also the religious formations, to ensure that there is peace in Nquthu for people to get service delivery and nothing else. But otherwise, from the side of security, no, it's 100% coverage, I can confirm to you.
Mr. Mngai, thank you very much for that. Mr. Mvuseni Mngai, who is the head of the police secretariat in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, of course, ensuring or reassuring the voters of Nquthu that if they go to the voting stations today, they are indeed going to be safe. The police are going to stay at those voting stations. The voting stations will close at 7 p.m. this evening, but IEC has said that if there are people who are still within the lines or still within the perimeters of the voting stations, that those people are going to be allowed to cast their votes. But as Mr. Mngaya said, and the IEC is also urging people to come out while it's still during the day, to please come out as early as possible, because in some of the areas, Alian, there is no electricity, so they just want to ensure that at least people are done while it's still light. And then the earlier the people, of course, vote, the earlier that some of those results will come out in the smaller voting stations. I'm going to leave it there now, Leanne, and we understand that we're going now to a short break.